You have a pen?
No, no.
I'll take it off again. Whoa! Could it possibly be this?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
10,000 goals will send this guy off.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's enough. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce at this time the new TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Hardcore Legend, Mick Foley!
Sunday at Lockdown in Philadelphia, Mick Foley did the unexpected. You see the 10 pounds of gold proudly displayed on his shoulder. Mick Foley, yes, he's the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Mick Foley to join us for color commentary here at the broadcast table for Jeff Jarrett, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. It's the Cactus Jack Smack Attack in our Impact main event, but I'm wondering if we're going to get Mick Foley or Cactus Jack here at the broadcast
The
table.
important thing is let's get a good close-up. I got 25 big ones here, Donnie. Don't want to miss out on that.
That's a man right there, buddy. That's a man.
I got to think I'm talking about the audacity. The audacity of Jeff Jarrett. I'm trying to relish in the moment. He gives me a match for sacrifice, but I still have 25 big ones in the eye.
This is your TNA Impact Feature Contest, a Cactus Jack Smack Attack. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the main event Mafia from Detroit, Michigan, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner.
I mean, you had to think that you were going to have to defend that TNA World Heavyweight title belt, but it seemed to me like the part that you weren't too happy about was 3 challengers in your first title defense upcoming at Sacrifice.
I wasn't happy about the 3 challengers. I prefer one-on-one competition, but also it's a matter of timing. I mean, this was my moment. Jeff Jarrett, he's kind of like a turd in the punch bowl of life. You know what I mean, Donnie?
I'll tell you what, he's been undermining you ever since you got here. It's been obvious.
His opponent from Nashville, Tennessee. He is the TNA founder and the king of the mountain, Jarrett.
Mick Foley, you just used the word timing. And I think the timing's kind of curious for you to flaunt your power as executive shareholder. Jeff Jarrett, and you well know this, a torn hamstring suffered this past Sunday at Lockdown. Curious timing that you put him in the 6-sided ring in a Cactus Jack Smack Attack, and you can see the weapons all over the place against Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Explain that timing.
Excuse me, first of all, I'm not all that sympathetic, but oh my goodness, Jeff's little hamstring injury when I've got 25 big ones in the eye, huh, Donnie?
Hey, you know what? How do we know he's really got a hamstring injury?
I don't know. That's
the first I heard about it.
Yeah. Convenient, it seemed like, but man, I took what could have been a bad situation. I took a nothing day, and I suddenly made it all seem worthwhile by booking this match. Cactus Jack Smack Attack.
I mean, we know you got 25 stitches. It's obvious to everybody.
All the impact behind that running clothesline sends Scott Steiner up and over the top and down to the floor, and you just know that these weapons are going to come into play. Jarrett picks up a walker and crashes it down on top of Big Papa Pump, and one of the fans encouraging the TNA founder, the King of the Mountain, to use his sign as a weapon.
You know, actually,
Oh, man!
I like Jeff's fighting spirit. You got to admire that. I actually brought that walker out there for the founder in case that hammy acted up on him. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, take it out on Scotty. Oh, yeah, that's how you treat your friends. Remember a couple of weeks ago, he's butting up to Scott Steiner?
I mean, it's a long-term relationship, Mick. I think you're well aware of it. I think many of us as well knew all about it as Jarrett sent into the guardrail. These guys were friends for almost 2 decades. This goes back to the WCW days. They were inseparable back then.
My wife and I have had a 2-decade-long friendship, and I don't hit her on the street side.
I'll tell you what was obvious to me, though, was just
Steiner's got.
the jealousy that Jeff had and felt seeing that belt over your shoulder, knowing he had to give you that. I mean, think about that.
Let's just call Scotty Steiner Mr. Pogo. Oh!
I've never said this before either, but he just got clotheslined right off of the pogo stick.
Actually, if I recall, that name Mr. Pogo has already been taken.
I'm just hoping to see the Santa Claus in action here
That's
before.
why I brought it out there. That way I could say, oh, here comes Santa Claus.
You got mail. There it is.
Jarrett picks up a mailbox to try to use as a weapon. Steiner cuts him off instead. Well, I know how much you love.
Here comes Santa Claus.
You love Christmas cheer. Here comes Santa Claus cheer. Repeating shots on Jarrett.
Jolly old Saint Nick. I got that Santa for you, Scotty. So I think we got to give it up to the founder. He's doing a good job despite an ailing hamstring. But Scott Steiner really bringing the serious heat tonight. Feel that impact.
Philadelphia's not the only people that don't like Santa Claus. Jeff Jarrett's not too fond of him either right now.
Steiner going to take Jarrett up into the air, elevates him down, suplex back first right across the trash can. Don't go anywhere. Commercial break upcoming. More of Jarrett and Steiner when we return. We are back on Impact, continuation of the Mick Foley name, Cactus Jack Smack Attack. You see weapons all over this Impact zone.
Oh, man.
Steiner had wedged that chair between the top and middle rope. Jarrett able to use it as he sends Big Papa Pump into the steel chair and then cracks him over the head with the trash can lid. That very dangerous barbed wire strung on the far ropes, and Jarrett connects
to
again.
Shout out some encouragement. Take him to the wire, Jeffrey.
What a way to treat your friends. I cannot believe.
Think of the ratings, Jeff. Barbed wire, brother. Oh, man, that's good for ratings.
Familiar move to Mick Foley with that double arm DDT into the trash can. Jarrett on top for the cover, but only two.
You know, it's one thing for Jeff to dine on peanut butter and jealousy, as I said before. That's a pretty good line I came up with. But now he's stealing my semi-finishing maneuvers. Think you can pull out a sock?
It's reprehensible.
Steiner puts on the brakes.
I don't know if it's reprehensible, Donnie, as much as it is a little bit sad. We are business partners. Things are looking good. No reason we can't share in the riches. Jeff apparently showing his colors by forcing me into a match way before I'm ready to even start thinking about it. 25 big ones in the eye.
Couldn't agree with you more, buddy. I wish I'd said it myself.
Complexion turns as Steiner. Now he's going to use the trash can lid as a weapon. A couple of big shots to the top of the head of Jarrett has him down and reeling, dazed and confused and totally on the defensive. Cranking back on the neck of Jeff Jarrett. Scott Steiner's got him in position, and Jarrett doing everything within his power to try and get to the ropes for a break. Steiner recliner was close. Didn't really have all of his weight cranking back on the lower back
really
of Jarrett.
Cinched it in, Mikey. It looks to me like both these guys have taken so much punishment in this wonderful ratings-earning match. Oh, that they can't fully. Let's see if he can kick out of that. Yeah. Oh, see, Jeff just didn't have the bicep tendon strength to pull that move off. I would have pulled it off.
Well, the hamstring was obviously holding him back there.
Yeah, you can see him.
Yeah.
Really favor that hammy.
Yeah.
Here comes the trash
Which
can.
one is it? The left or the right?
Hey, he doesn't know either, brother. Let me tell you something. I couldn't come up with a very good name for a match. Jeff couldn't even fake an injury.
Steel chair positioned dead center, middle of the ring. Jarrett looks like he might be trying to set him up for his patented stroke. Has Steiner wound up? First part of it was good, but then Steiner cuts him off, and instead it's Jarrett who goes face first into the chair.
What a message Scott Steiner is sending to the TNA founder. Whoa, don't mess with the 20-year friendship.
I like to feel that we're co-senders of that message. I'm saying, Jeff, you know, don't poop on my parade. I won't put you in matches that limit your lifespan.
I mean, think about that concept.
Look at this. Think about that. Oh, bingo!
I gotta ask you, though. He's putting 3 people against you, and you have to sacrifice the title. What are these other 3 people going to sacrifice?
I don't think there's anything in this world they can sacrifice that means as much to them as that title means to me. We saw it in all those videos. I mean, this has been a great week for me. A week of rejoice. Oh, man!
Oh, there you go.
Steiner recliner attempt, blocked, low blow by Jarrett, and there's the stroke. Face first goes Big Papa Pump. Here we go. Here's 2 in. No!
Oh, nice example by the TNA founder there on how to do things in the ring.
Well, in fairness to the founder, anything goes. I would have preferred a Santa Claus, maybe a pogo stick, but if he's got to go low, you know, more, I guess, if he's got to resort to that bag of trickaroonies, I'm not gonna look down on him anymore for it.
And maybe the hamstring injury of Jarrett limited him as he tried to go outside and climb up the rope. Steiner cuts him off, and this is trouble for Jarrett if Big Papa Pump can take him overhead. Whoa, way up on top.